Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, and Rovi, and today we're going to be talking about Snoop Dogg, music OEs.
Whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
Still not 100% certain, but we're going to try and crack that Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, Da Vinci Code, indeed.
I've heard of music NFTs, right? We've slightly like dropped hints in there. You know, it's like, hey, man, NFTs at some point will come back in popularity. So they're going to have to be some sort of new spin that the culture, the zeitgeist hasn't really...
We still haven't seen like a viable music NFT strategy yet, at least in my opinion.
Well, you're going to have to define viability. Like what makes music any less viable than 2D JPEGs as far as like...
You're right.
as far as like tokenizing them and distributing them through a platform.
You're right.
Yeah. Connected to your wallet.
That's a good point, dude.
So then, therefore, they're very viable as a consumer digestible product, right?
Yeah,
just as much as images, if not more. To me, this makes perfect sense because music is life, right? There's nothing more captivating and like soul tapping than music. I think more so than visual arts, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. The most important thing of any movie or any visual
thing that really makes you feel something, right?
Yeah,
it's the soundtrack.
That's like 80% of the feeling.
I think so.
Yeah,
but they work together real well. The visual and the audio mediums. Yeah. You can create masterpieces.
Yeah,
right. So I mean, like the NFTs, there were little hints here and there, but music NFTs never really took off.
No,
yet. Just because, like, I don't know. I guess the infrastructure wasn't in place yet.
Sure.
And, like, the big... Yeah, like, even, like, all the musicians were busy crafting JPEG projects of their own.
They were.
You know what I mean?
They're like, fuck music.
Yeah, dude. I'm not about to, like, have to think about, like, a new song.
Yeah.
I'd rather just slap, like, a little cartoon guy.
Yeah.
And make $1 million selling it on OpenSea.
And every time we hear about musicians, they talk about how the record labels keep taking, the majority share.
So you brought up a good point. So why can music NFTs become interpreted as valuable?
Well, because record labels were leveraged for their distribution powers, if you will.
Back in the Dizzy.
Yeah.
Where things were not digital, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so now the musician is the distribution. They're the ones with all the followers and all the influence.
Yeah.
And you don't need record labels for the most part.
You don't. You just need solid marketing.
Yeah.
And, of course, good art.
Yeah. Taylor Swift, Beyonce, they don't need, like, record labels. And I think Taylor Swift, I don't know, I don't think she's using record labels. I don't know.
I don't know either. If that's the case, then she must be buku rich because she's massive. Right?
Yeah, she's massive. That's what I'm saying.
If she got there, like, on her own merits without any, like, record company boost,
there's some association.
It's pretty impressive.
There's some association with Taylor Swift and, like, being on her own. I don't follow this stuff. I mean, I like music, but I'm not too deep into it. Like, understanding.
I think she owns her masters.
That's what it was.
Or she's remaking them.
Yeah.
Not sure what that means either, but sounds valuable. Masters that's like Michael Jackson never owned his own, did he? Or maybe he did. Maybe that's why he was so.
I don't know. It's a good question.
But anyways, so
how do you apply music and NFTs in a way where it's like speculative?
Well, because we like to look at it from a disruptive angle, right? It's like, how is Web3 disrupting anything?
Yeah.
That's how we can kind of determine value, right? DeFi clearly has like a big target as far as like the disruptive potential.
Yeah.
Like the whole financial system of our planet. Yeah. That's a pretty big, that's pretty disruptive. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin itself. Yeah. The idea of money, it's pretty disruptive.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think you get more disruptive than disrupting money.
Oh, the metaverse is pretty disruptive. Disrupting reality. Disrupting base reality or experience of birth is like, that's pretty goddamn disruptive as well. So you got to be shaking something up, right? How we perceive life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the music industry, even though it's niche in the grand scope of all that, right? There's still a lot of negatives associated with that industry, right?
Yeah, it's still old school. Like banks are old school.
It's old school and it's very like predatory.
Yeah.
Like they find these up and coming artists. They sign them when they're like 18, 19, fresh out the womb, basically.
Yeah.
They don't know shit about the world. They don't know shit about finances. They're just like talented.
Yeah.
Right? Like a Billie Eilish, like a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah. They get taken advantage of.
Yeah, they're gonna be like swooping in, say, hey, you want to become a
Want to make $1 million? They're like, yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's like cool.
They're making 100 million.
Yeah. They're not telling them that.
Yeah.
But it's like, here, we'll get you $1 million or $2 million.
Yeah.
By the time you turn 18, just make some hot albums and we'll take care of the rest.
Yeah.
And that it's been working.
Yeah.
Ever since the history of commercial music, right? It's probably
Yeah.
since, I don't know, the 30s and 40s and stuff. So
It happened to Elvis.
Yep.
And Michael Jackson, obviously.
Probably
they
all,
made
probably all the greats.
movies out of all these things.
Yes. So this is, I guess, this infrastructure is something to be disrupted. It's something that has, I don't know, basically they operate as middlemen between the producer of art and the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
So Web3 notoriously is like a solution to a lot of like middlemen, middle layer, like unnecessity.
Yeah.
Get rid of it all, dude. Go straight from the artist to the consumer.
Peer to peer.
Yeah, to the benefit of both sides, right?
So we're looking at Snoop Dogg's tweet. He says music OEs are just getting started, and it comes from, he's quote tweeting Sound.
Well, that's like a sales bot from Sound.xyz.
Okay.
So this is an example of now there's some infrastructure in place, right? To support this whole new genre.
Yeah, so it looks like they sold out 10,498 NFTs. These are ERC 1155s, total 44 ETH. And apparently he's going to give one vintage car away from his compound to the golden egg winner.
I'm assuming, so I guess like just a lucky 1 out of 10,498, I guess, will.
So hold on. I think he intended to sell 42,000 because he was selling each at 0.0042 ETH.
Yeah, it's possible. They must have hit like
So he was trying to make 420
ETH.
Yeah, something like that.
That makes more sense. So then I guess they didn't hit the target then. So it was probably an open sell, right?
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's odd that it just kind of stopped here.
At that number?
Yeah.
That's true. So maybe there was like a time. You know how Nifty Gateway used to do it? It's like, yeah, we're going to have a sell for 24 hours.
But
however many sells, however many get minted. So.
But check out the tweet, though. Like, I don't know. This is just like business, but it says XYZ sold out.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not
you
accurate, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know how marketing goes.
No, I get it. It's just...
You think it's disingenuous.
Yeah.
I mean, let's call it out if it is, I
mean, if it's sold out, it's sold out. If it didn't, you just sold 10,000 editions. Like, that's it.
Yeah, like, so you're saying because if we were right, our speculation is that this was an open edition sale completely, meaning like...
Yeah, it's just...
Like we've seen from previous NFT minting platforms where there's like a period of time... I mean, shit, if it gets crazy enough, there's 100,000 mints, there's 100,000 mints.
Yeah.
But by the end of that time window, that's it. That's the cap.
Right.
The smart contract ceases to have the function of minting at that point.
So, okay, so let's take a look. So 10,000, that means that a lot of these people...
72 hours. It says right there, yeah.
72 hours, okay.
3 days.
So, I mean, the market size for NFT consumers is very tiny.
It is, especially now. We're definitely in an NFT bear market right now. I mean, we're in a general bear market. There's some bullish activity happening now, but still, like, this is definitely nothing huge yet, right? But that's why we're making a video about it now, is because it's in its early infancy stage, right? Oh, it's 721.
721.
Ghibli. So then there must be mint counts to all of these.
Okay, see that? Okay, now you're getting speculative there.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's always been like a notorious speculative component, right? Oh, I got the first mint of 10,000 mints.
I got to see this on OpenSea.
All right, let's take a look at these warlocks, dude.
Snoop Dogg, XYZ. There it is. Wait, 2,000 items?
No, one below it. Yeah. So it looks like he must have had another mint in the past because I saw another one. Yeah, 2,000 mints.
Okay, so they're going for a little bit above the original price.
So click on one. Let's take a look at the properties of these bad boys, dude.
Can I play the song here?
Oh yeah, are we set up for that?
Yeah, we are set up.
Okay, let's take a gander. So there's not a mint number on this thing? Hold on, dude.
Oh, it's not set up.
It's not set up. All right, give us a second here.
Why is it not set up? Oh, it just disconnected.
All right. So we're about to play. what
Here
we're
we
about
go.
to show you guys what an NFT song.
Yeah. It's still not
Looks like.
working.
Dang it.
Okay, forget it.
Okay, we're just kidding. We're not
We'll link
gonna,
it.
Yeah, we'll link it.
You're gonna have to check for yourself what an NFT song sounds like. So this is the thing: blockchain and Web3 does nothing to enhance the music experience.
Just
right?
like it does nothing to enhance a video game experience.
Exactly. Like it doesn't. Nothing really. We're not innovating like a new audio layer.
Yeah.
That's not the purpose behind blockchain. Now what happens is now new models can be spun up.
Yeah.
That have disruptive potential again to what already exists, right? And, much more community-based models can stem from this, which can benefit not just the artists but also the listeners in one way or another.
Right.
Basically it gives artists much more freedom and flexibility to kind of have self-control, sovereignty, if you will, freedom over their own careers and commercial existence. So this is definitely the beginning of seeing what that will look like.
Yeah.
We're
seeing
that was kind of cool. I never seen OpenSea do that.
Yeah. It's like live
metric.
Damn, somebody's purchasing this at 0.08? Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. So this doesn't have the mint count. So let me click on this guy here and let's see what mint this is.
Yeah, because we thought for sure these would be 1155s, but they're not.
Token ID 6,912. So it's definitely 721.
Wait, what?
The token ID is the mint count number.
Oh, okay. So that's it.
Yeah.
So that's the unique property. So these are actually all individually unique in the sense that they all have their own, mint order to them. So
Right.
that's not like a guarantee of value, right? But usually the markets tend to identify that as valuable.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because it's very arbitrary. It's all based on how early, most of the time, who paid the most gas, I guess, to get pushed through. That's one of the first, minters.
Yeah.
So it's kind of encouraging of gas wars, which is obviously not good for the industry. But nonetheless, that's just what's happening right now. It doesn't really detract from the viability of NFT music, right?
All right, so let's take a look at, so this is the bot, and I think there was another, no, I think that was it. So, okay.
Look at that, dude. Let's just take a look at the feed. They're getting all kinds of different artists on here.
Snoop Dogg,
Whoa.
Big Kick, NRG.
Is that chick's nose bleeding?
I think they're all beat up.
No way.
Oh, this is AI generated, probably.
Yeah, what the fuck? That definitely looks like some AI shit, dude.
Yeah, speaking of AI, I mean, we need to look into that deeper.
What do you mean?
we
AI
must
music?
go deeper, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see this becoming,
AI music is a
merged.
thing now.
because we've already been speculating about what's it called? Imagine AI, where it's becoming a platform where people can easily spin up their own AI images, and they have ambitions to creating a token platform where you can mint them into NFTs.
Yes.
Very similar to this. I'm pretty sure at some point Sound.xyz will partner with some sort of music AI generation platform, and then you can come up with your own music and mint them in the NFTs, and this can create a whole new. Then we're merging different sectors here, right? AI and NFTs, and it's gonna get squirrely, dude. It's gonna get wild.
So, I think with this whole mania here with Snoop Dogg, I think this is a good kind of test run of everything, because 44 ETH isn't nothing, but I mean the crypto community is so small. We need to I feel like we still need to come up with some value case for owning this song.
Well, I don't think it's going to be Snoop Dogg. It's going to be,
the community who owns it.
Somebody's going to spin up a Bored Ape or a CryptoPunk, something, because that's what started the whole PFP mania, right?
Okay, I see.
Something. All we have to do is provide the infrastructure and the tools for the community to innovate. Right, just like OpenSea did for images.
So, what would a Bored Ape look like for music NFTs?
Oh, dude, I'm not that guy.
Would it just be?
Dude.
So, would it be just a good song? Is that what you're saying?
No,
or
I
just
mean,
people
something that taps into the fucking heart of the planet somehow, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, because Bored Apes isn't exactly the greatest painting we've ever seen, right?
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Why did Bored Apes take off?
Yeah.
Largely, Yuga Labs is very good at marketing. So some Yuga Labs of the music space is gonna maybe Yuga Labs himself will generate some music. NFTs.
It'll be something like Old Town Road was, dude.
Yeah.
Where like super catchy and memey.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna have to meme its way into the hearts of the planet.
Some sort of TikTok trend.
Oh, dude, you're spot on, I think. Yeah, TikTok NFT music thing.
Yeah.
Right? And then it catches the cultural wave, and before you know it, everybody wants to spin up their own music NFT project, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like
Dude, me and TJ are going to do this
All right.
ourselves. We're challenging ourselves because we're just not learning how to rock on. So
but I feel like with music, we're not taking advantage of the whole point of a 721, for example. If you do a song, it's got to be a unique song of a 10,000 set.
okay.
So AI is the only thing that could achieve such a
Well,
feat.
you can create like a generative music project where we just put a bunch of sound samples
You
into
could,
a
yeah,
database.
absolutely. Yeah, you could.
Just upload a bunch of different unique sounds, and then you just
Now we're
hit that
talking,
generate
dude.
button.
I'll buy that, dude.
What?
Yes. Now we're talking.
Okay. What if
Because then
it sounds like doo doo though? You don't care.
but it's random. It's one of 10,000.
We've already seen this though in like art or music NFTs where it's just like generative and it didn't really take off.
Well, but you can design songs to be composable, like composable.
Okay. Well, so that's an idea and like an example of some sort of variable that we haven't seen before taking off.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not up to us to determine this.
Dude, that's the way.
It's a good little thing to keep your eye open for though if you're trying to like find your speculative
Yeah.
into this like whole NFT sector. Like look for something unique.
That's what we're looking for then.
Okay.
That's the one.
So that's our task. On top of everything else we have to do, we're going to have to find the most unique and rare and new music IP of all time.
Music generator.
There you go, dude.
Yeah. And it's got to sound like reasonable. It can't look like, well, I guess some NFTs look like trash, but they still sold out.
So if you were into that kind of thing, then I guess you would spend a lot of time on here, Sound.xyz, right? So shout out Sound.xyz. And there's others, so we'll probably make a more comprehensive music NFT video at some point and kind of like categorize them. Just like, early NFT days is like, hey, what are the all? Because there were tons, still are tons, if not more, NFT platforms, right? It was like Maker's Place, Nifty Gateway, blah, 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 blah. Help me out here, dude. Obviously OpenSea. What was another big one?
Maker's Place? I don't know.
Known Origin. So there's a few. There's like a handful of like really popping NFT platforms. So the same thing's going to happen here, right? Maybe Sound.xyz is the OpenSea of music NFTs.
So go up, Will?
There will be others.
Or go back down a little bit? Some of these had mints of like 25. I wonder what the...
Yeah, 30, 50,
Oh, here we go.
6
We're
of
getting-
25.
See, could those be individual songs for an album?
I don't think so. I think
No?
it's just like a song, and there's only 25 mints that can be
Okay.
owned.
Huh. So this one's live now, 0.02 ETH.
We're learning in real time, lads.
You really are. But it's definitely interesting, right? I'm interested in this.
Dude, the generative component plus NFTs, that's like a perfect mix.
Yeah, I mean, music's tough, dude. It's a notoriously tough industry to get like noticed.
Well, yeah,
And, like-
music itself is very tough, but then music NFTs, I feel like it makes it tougher.
You think so?
I do think so, especially if it's a 721, it's got to be unique. Otherwise, like, what's the point?
But I think it makes it better because like now as a listener, you're not just listening for like the own value of just like, music and art appreciation. Now you're listening for potential financial incentive, right? So now your ear and your brain are like, activated.
It goes back to the whole Reddit NFT thing. Like what they should have done, the artists should have created unique characters per mint. Rather than just have like a set of 10,000 of the same ones.
Yeah, but that whole unique shit, like that can't be the only way.
I think that is the only way, dude. Because that's the whole point of a unique NFT.
I mean, it could be if like Twitter, like all of a sudden dropped like a music as part of your profile. Like, where is like music as valuable as a profile picture to like be like an identity thing?
Yeah.
Like MySpace. We don't have MySpace anymore.
Breaking it back? Yeah.
Maybe a MySpace party.
Why not?
Yeah, that was
Why
actually
not?
cool. I did like having a song.
To represent
Yeah, but
Chop Suey.
hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Something like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's me. Right? Then that whole uniqueness thing makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But as of right now, like,
Yeah, I see what you're saying. A
doesn't
profile pic has to be unique, but a
Yeah,
song
'cause-
does not.
Correct. Like if
Yeah,
the
you're
Reddit
right.
NFT
You're
thing,
right.
there's like 100 gold to those Reddit characters.
But
That's not. If I own a gold one, that's not me because there's 99 other dudes with that gold profile pic.
it's a collector's card.
Yeah, it's just like it's still a flex, but it's not unique. Like you're saying, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I can't really identify that as me.
But I feel like if there's going to be a music mania, I feel like the uniqueness will play a role here.
You're right. It's definitely going to play a role, but it's not as. It doesn't provide as much utility as like a PFP did. Is what I'm saying.
Correct. You're right. You're 100%.
So nonetheless, we'll see. Maybe maybe Elon Musk will just get like a crazy music kick one day. He's like, you know what? I'm adding uploadable music files to your Twitter profiles, lads, but for $10 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
That's definitely Elon.
And people would do it too.
Yeah. So we'll see.
All right. So that was Sound.xyz, Snoop Dogg with his drop.
Yep.
And so if you guys have any questions, if you know of NFT minting platforms that are doing unique music NFTs, let us
Correct.
know in the comment section below.
Yep.
Follow us on Twitter at The Block Runner, at MetaZone.io, and at RobyAI, and we will catch you in the next video.
Peace.